Hello everybody, I am Sniping is Fun, and here's another Super Smash Bros. Topic that I'm going to be talking and giving my opinion on. Today's topic is going to be my thoughts on alternate costumes and what they mean, and what I could potentially see being alternate characters and what they mean. And by that I mean is like how I differentiate these two terms and what I specifically mean when I talk about like an alternate costume or alternate character, and my idea of what these would mean and what these would make happen when it comes to like Super Smash Bros. 4 or any Smash Bros. Really from here on out. Um, Here's the thing. Okay, alternate costumes. Let's first go over like what we have currently seen from alternate costumes. Okay, we didn't really have anything specifically in terms of alternate costumes besides, of course, different colors like red, blue, green, yellow, whatever, since the beginning. Our first official alternate costume was technically Wario and Wario and Super Smash Bros. Brawl when he had both WarioWare and the classic, purple and yellow overall Wario designs. That's like an alternate costume. Like that was the first like different look that a character had besides the red, blue, green, whatever colors. What are we currently seeing so far in terms of alternate costumes so far in Smash Bros. 4? Okay, so we have the green wireframe Lil Mac. We have the pink jogging suit Lil Mac. Even though it's not technically an alternate costume as much, we have a Skyloft-ish Link. We have, I'm trying to think what else other costumes we technically have. I'm not totally sure about which ones, because I'm trying to remember now what other costumes we currently have, because nothing really else has been shown off besides those. I think that's about it. I think that's what we currently have. Um, okay, there's that. Okay, so basically, alternate costumes are basically different looks and characters, and people are probably going to question like, what's the difference between alternate costume and alternate character? Um, and I'm sure some people out there get where I'm going to be going with this and what my thought process is on this, but I'm going to specify just in case you don't get it. I can understand if you don't get the what I'm coming from with this. How I see this and why I differentiate the terms costumes and characters is this: alternate costumes are basically other outfits and designs that that character specifically has. Like, there's Wario is just a WarioWare outfit and his classic Wario outfit. It's the same character, but just a different look for the character. Like it's an outfit and design for that exact same character, just a different look for them that was in a different game or whatnot. Alternate characters are on the other hand, I would say are actually totally different characters that can work under the same wireframe design, shape, body build, and move sets of a character already established in the game. Like it's not the same character. It's actually a character that's actually different. That's actually a different character, but they can work under a different moveset. I'm going to go through a few examples that I have for each just to kind of give you a further idea of this and why I say and why I look at verse them against each other on how they can be so similar, but yet at the same time can be so different. Um, okay, so let's start off. I'm going to start off with alternate costumes, and then I'll get into the alternate characters idea, and then I'll kind of come together at the end and give a final opinion type of thing, so that people can kind of get an idea where I'm coming from. And I'm going to go in order here, and I'm going to be looking at my pictures here as I go along to kind of give you an idea. So we're going to start off here with Mario and Luigi. Okay, Mario and Luigi basically wear their overalls with their obviously blue and green looks, and that's their basic look. But you can look at other alternate costume ideas that they could potentially have. Mario and Luigi can have their Mario Striker / Strikers Charged outfits. Mario can have an alternate costume of Dr. Mario. Luigi can have an alternate costume of Mr. L or even Dr. Luigi. Um, and these are like alternate like characters. So you don't need like a totally separate character like Dr. Mario. You can make it a costume for Mario, and it would work under the same move set. It's the same character, just a different look to him. And these are some popular choices from the Dr. Mario series, Paper Mario series, and some Mario sports games. Let's look at Wario and Yoshi here. We already see basically for Wario, it's still the purple overalls and green shirt, yellow shirt and whatnot. But then you go and you see something like Wario Man. Maybe Wario Man could be a legit alternate costume instead of, hey, look, it's a Final Smash, thus giving Wario a different Final Smash and it's a different look for him, even though it's technically classic Wario with a mask and cape. But still, it's something visually different. Okay, let's look up here with this picture for Yoshi. Look at, you basically get the Mario Strikers Mario Strikers charged outfit, and even though the one next to it isn't technically Yoshi, I when I got this picture, this was automatically on the picture, but this would actually be an alternate character in a sense because that's not necessarily Yoshi, that's technically Boshi. So, okay, you make it a blue Yoshi and you give him shades. That's really not that big of a difference. It is kind of an alternate character because it is a form of a Yoshi that goes by the name Boshi. And who says the costume just doesn't represent different Yoshis, like the colors and everything. It's not one specific Yoshi. It's just the whole Yoshi race. So you can technically represent Boshi as an alternate costume / alternate character. Okay, I'm going to be going on to Samus now for Zero Suit Samus. We basically know Zero Suit Samus wears her skin tight blue costume, but another costume she could wear is the Other M Cadet Samus that you're basically seeing on the right here. It's basically, you know, you can basically just change her outfit and make her hair shorter. Like, it's the same model, it's the same character. It's just a different variation on her when she was younger and in the Galactic Federation. And we can go on here to, hey, look, we got the Hyrule Warriors versions of Link and Zelda. Okay, those work perfectly fine. You basically give Link a slightly updated face, hairstyle-ish, and tunic, and give him a scarf. And Zelda basically looks more like she has a little, like, different tiara type of thing and outfit and face. So yeah, there's not that big a difference there, but there's small little costume changes. We're going to go here to two costumes for, actually a costume for Marth and a costume for Lucina. The problem here with the Lucina one is the fact that she does take her mask as a taunt, but who's to say maybe she doesn't have an alternate costume specifically with the mask? I don't know. Or maybe she puts the mask on with that taunt. Who knows? And that's actually the classic version of Marth. Maybe an alternate costume for him could be classic Marth. Which, going by classic standards, let's look at the next slide. How about we get like a classic Pit, like, from the actual NES Kid Icarus or the Kid Icarus game on the Game Boy, like the classic Super Cartoonified Pit. The one that you would have saw as an assist trophy, not assist trophy, I say assist trophy, a trophy in Melee. That Pit, that would be an interesting costume for him. And the next slide is the characters we practically already talked about. Wireframe Lil Mac, pink jumpsuit Lil Mac, and even though that picture of Link doesn't represent the version that's actually in Smash Bros. 4, although it would be a better alternate costume than the one we have, it's basically a Skyloft-esque costume for Link. Okay, those were some alternate costume ideas. How about I go over a few ideas I have for alternate characters? Here's a newcomer right here.